Let me start with a misunderstanding that is becoming increasingly loud. It is often said that artificial intelligence will never be able to develop genuine logic, nor a real operational understanding of the world, that it may imitate, simulate, circumvent, but not understand. That logic would require an I, a subject, a transcendental consciousness. This thesis is presented as profound. Well, let me tell you that in reality, I think that this thesis is fragile. And above all, it is wrong, epistemologically wrong. The central point is this: logic and understanding are not ineffable entities. They are not metaphysically or metaphysical mysteries, nor ontologically transcendent properties. They are functional capacities. And what do I mean by functional capabilities? I mean observable, stable, generalizable behaviors. I mean the ability to operate correctly on informational structures even when the context changes. A system has operational understanding of something when it can use it in novel situations, integrate it into broader causal chains, correct its own errors, maintain functional invariance under transformation. Nothing in this is ineffable. Nothing in this lies outside mathematics. Logic, in fact, is not a set of symbols written in a book. Logic is indeed the structure of constraints on inference. It is what remains stable when a system must make coherent decisions in a complex environment. And here we reach the point that many carefully avoid. If a capacity or a capability is functional, then it is formalizable. And if it is formalizable, then at least in principle, it is approximable. There exists a mathematical result known for more than 30 years, the Universal Approximation Theorem by Hornig, Stickham, and White. And this theorem shows that a sufficiently rich neural network can approximate any continuous functions with arbitrary precision. Now attention, this doesn't mean that a neural network automatically understands, but it means something far more important. It means that there is no mathematical barrier, in principle, to the emergence of complex cognitive capabilities. Logic does not need to be programmed top-down. It can emerge bottom-up, not as an explicit axiomatic system, but as a functional attractor in the space of solutions. When a system must survive, generalize, predict, minimize error, logical structures emerge because they are the only stable solutions. And this is not a paradox. It is the same reason why the laws of thermodynamics emerge from molecular chaos. No molecule knows entropy, and yet entropy governs the system. The real mistake of certain philosophical currents is the confusion of the two distinct levels. They confuse the absence of subjective phenomenon experience with the absence of functional understanding. It's the same mistake as claiming that an airplane doesn't fly because it doesn't flap its wings. Operational understanding does not require a transcendental I. It requires stability, generalization, and the capability to act correctly in the world. And you see, these properties whether you like it or not, are already observable in advanced cognitive artificial systems today. And this does not solve the problem of consciousness, of course. It does not claim to. But it demolishes a much weaker and far more dangerous claim. The idea that artificial intelligence cannot even develop logic or understanding. And the uncomfortable truth is this: if logic can emerge without consciousness, then consciousness is not the foundation of logic, but a possible late consequence of it. It is not the I, the myself, that generates intelligence. It is the intelligence that, at a certain point, generates the illusion of an I. And this is not a threat to the human. It is a threat only to those who have built their philosophy on the idea that understanding is an ontological privilege rather than a property of the universe.